This is Abdullah and it's time to unbox the Nokia X10. I have the Nokia X10 here in forest, which is green, and it also comes in snow, which is white. SIM ejection tool. 18-watt charging brick, and this one actually comes in matte black, so that's quite a difference compared to other Nokia devices. USB-C charging cable, as well as the headset. So this might be a region-specific thing, but it's cool that it comes with this phone. Safety booklets. And compostable case, similar to the one that comes with the Nokia X20. And now for my favorite part. And here it is, the Nokia X10 in green, aka forest. The phone also comes with a screen protector pre-installed. So what do you guys think about the color? Let me know in the comments below. I'm personally a fan. It's a bit darker than I expected. It looks almost black or very dark gray from certain angles, but then on the light you start to see the green effect. And the frame is also quite dark, so it almost looks dark gray, but it does have this green shine to it. Of course, the phone is completely made out of plastic, so there's a plastic frame all around the edges, which feels quite solid, and the phone is quite dense. It weighs 220 grams. And then there's a plastic matte finish, which has this frozen effect on it, which looks quite cool. And it's quite different compared to the Nokia 7.2, for example. Here's the 7.2 for comparison. So the color is a lot more subtle on the X10. Interesting enough, the moment I booted up the phone, it's asking me to update. So that's quite cool. So as you're well aware, the X10 is the sibling of the X20, which I have here in blue. And one of the differences that you immediately notice is that the edge on the Nokia X20 is a bit more shiny. Not very shiny, but it has a bit more shine compared to the X10, which has a more matte finish on the edge. But other than that, their hardware is pretty much identical, as you can see. Which color do you prefer? Let me know in the comments down below. Okay, so while we wait for the phone to completely set up, let me walk you through the basic specifications of this phone. So for a start, the phone comes with a 6.67-inch IPS LCD display with a full HD plus resolution and a hole punch camera that's centered right in the middle. The right-hand side houses a fingerprint scanner, which is integrated into the power button, as well as the volume rocker keys, and they are nice and clicky. The left-hand side has the Google Assistant button, as well as the hybrid dual SIM / SD card slot. The top of the phone only has a microphone hole, which helps with calls as well as audio recording, while the bottom of the phone houses the USB-C port for charging, another microphone, a 3.5mm headphone jack, as well as a bottom-firing speaker. As for the processor, this phone has a Snapdragon 480 5G processor, and it comes with 6 gigs of built-in RAM and 128 gigabytes of built-in storage. So one of the key benefits of using this chipset is that it supports 5G, and it also comes with a wide variety of 5G bands, so that makes it a good phone for people who want to travel and use their phones internationally. The phone also comes with a quad camera setup on the back, so you have a main 48 megapixel camera, a 5 megapixel ultra-wide camera, a 2 megapixel depth sensor, and a 2 megapixel macro camera, as well as LED flash. And of course, there is Zeiss optics on board. As for the built-in battery, it has a capacity of 4,470 milliamps, and the phone charges at up to 18 watts of charging. So when it comes to battery life, if it's anything like the X20, it should last you about 2 days of usage according to Nokia Mobile. And based on my testing, that goes to about up to 8 hours of screen on time, making it really one of my favorite aspects of the X20, and it should be also really good on the X10 as well. As for the operating system, this phone comes with Android 11 out of the box, and it's a part of the Android One program, and Nokia Mobile is promising 3 years of OS updates and 4 years of security updates. So that's one of the key benefits of actually buying this phone for longevity. Nokia Mobile is also quite proud of the environmental profile of the X10, and they claim that 91% of the materials on the device can be recovered as materials and as energy. As with the X10, I really like how this phone actually feels in the hand, because it does feel quite solid and it does feel quite durable. It's definitely not one of those lightweight phones, because the phone weighs about 220 grams, so it feels hefty. Also, just like the X10, you do get larger than average bezels all around the phone. Let's have a quick look at the camera. So the interface is pretty identical to the X20, and you also get cinema mode with all of its features like recording in H-Log and the Cinema Editor app and the Video Pro mode as well to play around with manual controls. The phone also features Ozo audio, so it utilizes 2 mics, one at the bottom and one at the top, in order to capture nice audio quality and minimize background noise and wind noise. There is also a night mode for low light images, portrait mode, which makes full use of the 2 megapixel depth sensor and gives you nice size effects as well for the bokeh effects in the background. So the 48 megapixel main camera captures 12 megapixel images, but you can also manually select 48 megapixel mode, so you capture full resolution images without making use of the pixel binning technology. There is also a dual sight, which means that you can use the front and the rear cameras to capture video at the same time. And the phone is also limited to 1080p video. So let's compare the X10 in terms of size against some of other Nokia's devices. So we'll start with banana for scale. Against the Nokia 7.2, which has a 6.3 inch display. Against the Nokia N8. And against the Lumia 920. So this was my quick hands-on / unboxing video of the Nokia X10. I'd love to know what you guys want to see in the full review, so please let me know in the comments down below. That's it from me. Hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you did, please don't forget to share, like, and subscribe, and I shall see you in the next one.